This is a potato, lentil, and rice Indian curry made with coconut milk. I'm just going to be a barbarian and eat it right out of the pot.
Hello friends, family, total strangers. Today's video is about how I handle rainy days in the van. So this is a tiny van. It is very small, so rainy days are not ideal. You know, I'm really not set up for handling numerous rainy days, which is a big part of the reason that I spend so much of my time in the Intermountain West, you know, in the Southwest. I don't spend a whole lot of time in the Pacific Northeast. I don't spend a lot of time in the South or the East. And a big part of the reason is how much rainier it is there. So one of the awesome things about the West is that the climate is fairly dry, so you really don't have that many rain days. You know, you might have afternoon thunderstorms quite often, but, you know, in July and August, but as far as like full rain days where you're just in your van all day, those are pretty rare. And I think even today I'm only going to get it for a couple hours. So generally speaking, I just do my best to avoid the rain. So handling the rain, goal number one for me is just avoiding rainy places. So what do I do when it does rain? A lot of times I'll watch the weather, and if there's going to be like a full rainy day and I've already been someplace a few days, I might just choose that as my travel day. So that's the day that I'm going to get on the road and leave, and because I'm going to be in my car anyways, and if it's raining out, you know, to me that's a good idea, a good day to travel. So traveling is an option. But if it's just going to be like one day and I just got to a place and I don't really have anywhere to go, then a lot of times I'll just write it out. And so, yeah, let's talk about what I'm doing when I'm writing it out. I pretty much have 4 places I can be. Place number 1 is right where I'm sitting, the driver's seat. And if I'm sitting in the driver's seat, you know, maybe I'll search YouTube or make a video, or I can play my banjo. You know, listen to a podcast, read a book, whatever. If I'm in the back, my options are a little more limited. In the back, there's not really a whole lot of light back there, so I really don't have enough light to read. So I could be in the back and just laying down and watching a movie or a video or something. I do that quite a bit. So that's option number 2. Option number 3, which is kind of new to me, I just started doing it. Since I have my tent set up anyway, I can go out in my tent, and it's nice just for a little more light if I want to read a book and lay down. Going out to my tent is a great option. So I've been doing that. And option number 4 is to put on a rain jacket and or grab an umbrella and just go for a hike. And I can go for a hike in the rain. And granted, I might not get a lot of the great open vistas, but there can also be some other cool stuff that you'll see on a hike in the rain, whether it's rainbows or, you know, whatever. And, you know, you're not just sitting in your van wishing it would stop raining. You know, you're actually out doing something. I think an umbrella is really nice for that, because having an umbrella, it keeps the direct rain off you, which I think if you're going to be taking pictures or video, it makes it better. And also, I think it's just a general morale booster when you don't have the rain directly on you. When you have that, when you're walking around under that umbrella, it's pretty nice. So yeah, and then there is a 5th option, which I still haven't really done. I don't quite have the equipment to do it, and that's to set up a tarp. Now, I have a tarp, but what I don't have are tarp poles. So what I need to get is a couple tarp poles, maybe even 4 of them, and I can set up the tarp just out the back doors, And if I do that, or out the side door, either one, and if I do that, it'll greatly open up my options for cooking while in the van while it's raining. Yeah, if it's, as far as cooking goes, with my current setup, until I get some sort of tarp setup, my cooking options are a little limited. I can cook things in my Road Pro, but most of my kitchen stuff is accessible only out the back doors, so I have to have the back doors open to get to a lot of my kitchen stuff. So generally, when it's raining out, I'll just do kind of backpacking meals, the sort of things that I do on the trail where all I need to do is boil water. So I'll just set up my little backpacking stove on the counter back there and boil water, and then pour it into whatever I'm doing. So things like stovetop stuffing is an easy one, although I don't have any with me right now. Oatmeal packets in the morning would be fine. Just things like that. Ramen noodles, just stuff that's easy and whatever. And if I had to do that long term, obviously that would get old, but just doing it to make it through a day of rain so I don't have to move camps, that's perfectly fine. So, yeah. Come on, good time people. I got money to spend. Oh, tomorrow might be Monday, and I neither have a dollar nor friend. I do like to carry one hardcover book with me in case I need to be charging my phone or whatever. I have something to read. And yeah, it's way better reading out in the tent here than trying to read in the back of the van or sitting up in my uncomfortable driver's seat. So I do really like coming out to I really like having the tent set up, and I think I'll probably start doing it a lot more. Having the tent set up, for being out here to read when it's raining is pretty nice. So yeah, I got that going on. It stopped raining, so my van door is open right now for light so you can see. But yeah, we're in the back of the van. And this is just an example of something that I might make when it's raining outside, which is just a can of chicken, which I just mixed with some curry powder and mayonnaise to make a quick little curry chicken salad. And then, just chopped a couple pieces of cheese and some veggies. Throw it on top of a tortilla. That's lunch. Have an orange to go with it. And so I can boil water and do that sort of cooking as well, like boiled water cooking. I mean, if I wanted to get ambitious, I might be able to, but I never have. So this is generally the type of food that I eat when it's raining out. Well, the sun is back out. Yay! I am going to take you to more of my footage from the PCT. So this will be days 8 and 9. Days 8 and 9 on the PCT. So let me kick you to that footage. Little morning rainbow looking out of the tent. There's the trail I've been hiking on today. Wraps all the way around and up and over. This is a really pretty part of the trail. Really cool little grasslands through here. Wow, my lips look terrible. Well, don't have a mirror, so. Well, so much diversity in this first section of trail, this first 100 miles. Absolutely gorgeous. There's Eagle Rock. Pretty cool. Yeah, so of my 150 miles on the PCT, I think day 9 was my favorite. That stretch where Eagle Rock is was absolutely gorgeous. I love just all the fields with the wildflowers. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so that was great. I think that's pretty much my video. So yeah, mainly I just avoid the rain. I avoid the rain as much as possible. You know, if you had a bigger van, it wouldn't be as big a deal. But I consciously made the choice to get such a small van so I would spend most of my time outside. So, yeah, I mean, to me, it's not that big of a deal to just avoid the rain, because honestly, I don't care how big my van is. I don't want to just hang out inside all day while it's raining for like 5 straight days. No, thank you. No, thank you. The sun is killing me. It keeps coming and going. There we go. Yeah, to me, it's like no big deal. You know, whatever. I avoid rainy places for the most part. I think once I get my tarp setup nailed down, where I have a really good tarp pole system, I'll probably try to start doing a lot more in the, especially in the fall. I would really love to explore the Northeast and the South, and yeah, and I'll eventually make it back to the Northwest as well. That was my first place I went when I moved into my van. It's just I didn't have a YouTube channel yet, but yeah. So that's pretty much my video. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all the fun stuff. Thanks a bunch.